Hey, good evening. Welcome to Crete for McCook Bison football. All right.
Defensive line, number 68, Eli Kaler. And on the offensive line and defensive line, number 78, Tucker Martinez Conroy.
Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Come on, how you gonna know this song?
Okay, awesome.
No, I thought you were talking about the one I requested out on the boat in Mexico. What's the one on the kids' room?
Okay, a little down there. Ready for Bison football here tonight? Okay.
I don't know. They don't tell me anything. He said he's not going to be here a lot of times. Goes out to his family, doesn't he? Or...
It's the McCook Bison, who are at 1-0 on the season, taking on the Creek Cardinals.
Here on 96.1 KICX, streaming online at highplainsradio.net and our KICX app, as well as streaming online at our YouTube channel on 96.1 Kicks. And we're excited to bring you more Bison football here tonight as we are coming to you from Crete, Nebraska, as the McCook Bison.
At left tackle, it's a senior 6'1", 230 Max Weiler. He's a captain this year. And junior 5'10", 235 Eli Taylor is the left guard. At center, Ethan Spencer, a senior.
Welcome back to our Wagner pregame show here on 96.1 KICX, online at highplainsradio.net and our KICX app, as well as our 96.1 YouTube channel. Here from Crete, Nebraska, as the McCook Bison take on the Crete Cardinals. Good evening, everyone. Mark Searcy here, along with Kyle Delaveau, and we're excited for the second game of this 2021 football season between McCook and Crete. Let's talk a little bit about last week's matchup. McCook, in the first game under head coach Joe Vitrosky, played Hastings and won big 27-7. was the score in that contest. And Crete fell to York in overtime by 28-27. So it should be a fun matchup here tonight. We're coming to you from the campus of Doane College, a very nice facility here in Crete, and it's going to be a great atmosphere here for high school football. As a lot cooler than last week's matchup. We had temperatures in the 80s and 90s all over the state. Tonight around 70 degrees and very little wind. And Kyle, this should be a fun matchup here. Of course, we couldn't play this game last year because of COVID. Crete had to cancel late in the afternoon or early in the afternoon on Friday. But we're excited to see what this matchup will bring here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. I was driving in today and I was just thinking about how lucky we are to be here. We're playing football, and it's going to be a fantastic night. I think it's going to be a great matchup. I get a great tailback with Crete, number 8. Isaac Crotchell sounds like he carried the ball about 31 times last week, and probably expect to see more of that this week. But, Jacob Gomez-Wilson put on a show of his own. He carried the ball 18 times, averaged about 10 yards a carry, and I expect to see more of that tonight, Mark.
Yeah, it should be a fun matchup here between McCook and Crete as the Bison try to get their second win of the year. And let's go ahead and get you the starters for tonight's game. Offensively for the Bison, it'll be number 5, Adam Duggar at quarterback. He is a 170-pound junior. Running backs will be number 20, Jacob Gomez-Wilson. Number 7, Branson Mcdonald, 165-pound senior. Number 43, Garrett Capps will be one of the tight ends. Number 43. And number 45, Matt Nichols, a senior. He will be the other tight end. Lucas Gomez-Wilson, another speedster, number 13. He'll be one of the wideouts. He is a junior. On the line, they did a great job last week against Hastings' defensive front. At center will be number 62, Ethan Spencer, 180-pound senior. The guards will be number 68, Eli Kaler, 235-pound junior. Number 63, Eloy Carbajal, 190-pound junior. And the tackles will be number 64, Max Weimer, 230-pound senior. And number 78, Tucker Martinez Conroy. He is a junior. Again, Bison head coach Joe Vetrosky in his first season. These two teams last met back in 2013 in the playoffs, and also played in 2015. McCook won 26-6 in that matchup and going to have the national anthem. So let's step away for a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back to you and get you to the Crete lineup and get you ready for the opening kickoff. You're listening to Bison Football on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to our coverage of Bison football here on 96.1 KICX as we are getting ready for the opening kickoff here from Crete, Nebraska. as the Crete team won the coin toss, elected to defer to the second half, so they'll be kicking off to the Bison. So Bison will get things first to start things off over here on the left side of the field. And it's time for our Runza kickoff weather forecast. And the Runza of McCook has a mouth-watering Runza hamburger cheeseburger waiting for you after the game. Stop by Runza, North Highway 83 in McCook. And temperature for today's game is 72 degrees. It's cloudy. There's about a 20% chance of rain here for tonight's game, but we don't expect anything major to happen. And Bison fans across the way ready to cheer on the Bison here tonight. And Kyle, what do you expect from tonight's game here in a quick nutshell?
I expect a lot of running the ball. I expect a hard-fought contest, and honestly, I expect our offensive and defensive lines to dominate and for a Bison win.
All right, let's forward to Crete, coached by Mark Newmeyer this season, and we'll get you their starters after this kickoff here for this game between McCook and Crete. McCook in their road uniforms, red pants, white jerseys with their red and black helmets. Crete in their home red uniforms with blue numerals and white and blue helmets. Ready to kick it off for Crete is number 13, Chris Amaya. And he looks to boot it away down for the Bison. Taken at the 15, up to the 20. Gomez Wilson to the 25, 30. Trying to cut back here midfield, 30. Got some room, 35, 40, 45, and breaks tackle 50. 45, 40, 35, 30. One man to beat, 25, 20, and take it out the 18-yard line. What a return by number 13, Lucas Gomez Wilson. Inside the 20 at the red zone, already here for the McCook Bison.
Mark, I think we'll take that.
We will definitely take that. Wow. What a return. Like number 13, Lucas Gomez Wilson with another big play in the special teams. They had one last week with a punt return for a touchdown. This time a great kickoff return. First and 10 Bison.
Absolutely. Took it left, took it back inside and out to the right side of the field for a long return there, Mark.
First and 10 at the Crete 19-yard line. Got a man in motion. Duggar gets the snap, hands it off to this tailback and met immediately and swallowed up there. No room to run there for Anthony. And it's a loss of one. It'll be second down and 11 for the Bison.
Well, one play in, so much for my prediction of the Bison lineman dominating, right? Good thing we got another play coming up here.
Yep, exactly. Just short of the 20-yard line where they spot the football. Second down and long now for McCook. Split receivers out to the far side with Anthony in the backfield along with Gomez Wilson. A man in motion goes over to the left side. And it's going to be a handoff over the right side. Bottled up, fights forward for a couple there. That's Jacob Gomez Wilson with a carry. And it will be third down at about 10 for McCook. So not much running room there. Big third down here. Boy, the Bison love to punch this in, having great field position to start this drive.
Yeah, the way it started, you'd think that we'd be on our way in, but, a little bit slow going, but we'll see how it goes here on third down, Mark.
Crete with a 4-3 defensive alignment. Shotgun trips to the near side. Duggar gets the snap, rolls to his right, looking downfield. Is going to take off and run inside the 15 and barrels over defender down to about the 13-yard line. But going to be a couple of yards short of picking up the first down to gain. And what does Coach Petrosky do here on fourth and short?
I don't know. Looks like he's going to go for the points here. I don't know. I like the moxie. I'd like to see him try to go ahead and go for the first down, but I understand getting 3 points on the board as well.
So they're going to line it up for the field goal, as Kyle mentioned, at the 20-yard line. So a 30-yard field goal attempt coming up for Hunter Hansen, number 24. Going to be held by number 7, Branson Mcdonald. Or excuse me, that's going to be Renner with the hold. Ball's down. The kick is on the way, and it is good. Hunter Hansen with a 3-point field goal here for the Bison on the opening possession, and McCook has a 3-0 lead on the M&B Bank scoreboard. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff. You're listening to Bison Football on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to Crete for our coverage of Bison football here tonight on 96.1 KICX. The McCook Bison take advantage of the short field and get a Hunter Hansen 30-yard field goal to take a 3-0 lead with 9:39 to go in the first quarter of play. And Kyle, we'd love to have 7 there, but we'll take the points. We got 3, and the Bison have the lead.
Yeah, when you start that fast, it's not exactly what we wanted, Mark, but like you said, we got 3 points. We're on the board, and we're just a couple minutes into the game, so like the start.
Yep, and it will be kicking off for McCook. Is that 20, Kyle?
Yeah, it's Jacob Gomez-Wilson. That's a change.
Yeah.
I think Patrick Gross got a little dinged up in the JV game maybe. Mark.
Nice end over end kick, taken down to the inside the 10, and then return it to the 15, to 20, 25, and near the 30-yard line. Breaks a tackle coming here near sideline, but wrapped up there. Nice job flying down the field, and making the final tackle there was Jacob Gomez-Wilson.
Started it and finished it, Mark, and that was a great open field tackle. Could have been a little scary if he hadn't made that one.
So Crete will start their first possession at their own 27-yard line, trailing 3-0 to McCook Bison. And we'll see the first offensive possession here for Crete, and Bison defense out on the field as well.
What do you want to bet we see number 8 here, Mark?
Yeah, we talked about in the pregame, Isaac Kretzel carried 31 times last week against York. And you got to bet he's going to get a majority of the carries here tonight. They do spread it out, though. Twins to the near, split backs in the backfield with the quarterback, number 2, Braden Schmeckpepper. Got to love that name. And send a man in motion to the far side. And a left tackle moved here. And that'll be a false start. First penalty of the game going against Crete.
We'll take that, Mark.
Yeah, anytime you can get yards for your defense, pushing the offense back, you'll take it. And so they'll back him up 5. It'll go inside the 25 to the 22-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 15 for the Cardinals. And let's see what they do as far as formation. Now they're going to spread it out again. Twins to the near, 1 to the far. And it is Schmeckpepper in the shotgun. They got a man in motion over to the far side. He's going to go back in the backfield, and they're going to fumble it, trying to exchange it to his tailback, and lost it, but does fall on the floor, or on the turf, rather. And it's a loss of a couple more yards back to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and the snap was there, Mark. You just not a clean handoff at the running back. It didn't look like there. And I wonder if it's a little humid, if the ball's maybe a little slick out there.
I think it sure could be with the humidity all day long down here in southeast Nebraska.
Great turf field they're playing on.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful field here in Crete, Nebraska. Doane College is where we're playing the game here tonight. Twins to the far, 1 to the near. Going to be a handoff to Kretzel, trying to get the outside. Gets a block, 20, 25, 30, 35, and knocked out of bounds over there at the 38-yard line. 36 is where they're going to spot him out, just short of the first down to gain, but a nice gain there for Kretzel on the outside.
Yeah, Mark, he's the load. He's 185 pounds. He ran 11.3 last year. Coach said he worked a lot in the offseason, getting faster, getting stronger, so we have to imagine that he's even faster than he was last year. He's going to get the ball a lot tonight. 16-yard gain, so it's now just 3rd and 1 for the Crete offense against the McCook Bison defense at the 36-yard line. Big play. Big play here early on. Let's see if the Bison defense can come up with a stop as Schmeckpepper gets the play from the sideline. You love saying that, don't you? I do. Twins to the far, 1 to the near here for the Cardinals. Split backs in the backfield with the quarterback. 3rd and 1. Got a man in motion. And we've got flags all over the place, and let's see what this is about. Maybe a legal formation, or let's see. I didn't see it. It's against Crete, but let's see what the referee comes over and says. Another false start on Crete. So that's the second one of this possession for the Cardinals. Back them up 5 more, and it will be 3rd down and 6 now for the Cardinals. Man, it's really hard. You get that 16-yard run, but these miscues has set them back 12, 14 yards in this series, Mark. So spot at the 31-yard line, 3rd down and 6 for Crete. 8:47 to go in the first quarter. McCook up 3-0 over the Cardinals. Twins to the near, 1 to the far. Schmeckpepper back in the shotgun. And finally, they're going to have to call a timeout. Coach Newmeyer is not happy. He was very frustrated there. And they do take a timeout. Let's take one as well. 8:47 to go in the first quarter. McCook up 3-0 over Crete. Back after this 30-second timeout on 96.1 KICX.
Welcome back to Crete, Nebraska, side of our coverage of Bison football here tonight. And as we come out of the timeout, Crete faces a 3rd and 6 from their own 31-yard line. Twins in there, one to the far as they spread things out. Snap back. Quick pass over here in the flat and wrapped up there. Not going to go anywhere. Great open field tackle by
Garrett
number 43.
Caps, my boy right there.
Yes, he had a great game last week.
9-10 tackles last week, and great open field tackle right there, Mark.
It was a great play there. That's going to stop that Crete offense. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 10 for the Cardinals. So Krutzel nowhere to go on that pass play. And it will be a punting situation here for Crete. And it's going to be Lucas Gomez-Wilson back deep to receive here for the Bison. And a nice punt over there to the far side. Taking out the 43 and still on his feet. Breaks the tackle, 40. Trying to come here near sideline and wrapped up there at the 40. But electric play there again, but doesn't get much as far as return. But still great field position for McCook starting this drive at their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, McCook's really winning the field position battle right now, Mark. I know that we're only 2 series in, but you got to love starting inside your own 40 on both series so far.
So second possession of the game here for McCook, just across the 40, 1st down and 10 for the Bison, up 3-0. As Duggar goes up under center, receiver split to either side. Looking over that Crete defense, man in motion, a little toss pitch, and trying to get the edge. Gomez-Wilson, 50, 45, and into Crete territory. Yeah, 44-yard line is where they spot him as he went out of bounds, but a great run there on the jet sweep toss pitch to Lucas Gomez-Wilson.
Yeah, I love that play call. Shout out to the Doms on their way to Iowa to watch Drew and the Defenders play tomorrow at Dordt College. Tim, what I ran was an 11.3 plus. Just have to have a plus on it.
Yeah.
Just say that.
So great play on 1st down, moves the chains for the Bison, spotted at the 45-yard line of Crete. As Duggar looks over the defense, sends receivers to either side of the field. He's going to send a man in motion. Jacob Gomez-Wilson give it up the middle, and not much running room there for Anthony. And no gain, maybe a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Bison.
Yeah, so far everything up the middle, their defensive and offensive line are bigger than us. That's probably going to be the story every game this season, Mark. But like last week, we just played so technical, and probably will open up over time here, I'm guessing, as well. We'll probably continue to see that play call.
So a loss of 1 there on the 1st down play makes it 2nd and 11 for McCook at the Crete 46-yard line. 2 receivers split out. Duggar in the shotgun. Couple backs in the backfield, snap back to him, going to hand it off and split up. Jacob Gomez-Wilson spins, breaks a tackle, 45-40, got a blocker out there, 35 stumbles and gets down to the 32-yard line. What a great play there, individual effort by Jacob Gomez-Wilson.
How about the balance on that play, Mark? Put his hand down a little bit and got his balance. He's a lot of fun to watch.
He sure is. Move those chains for the Bison, 1st and 10 at the Crete 31-yard line. Bison up 3-0 over Crete. 6:30 to go here in the 1st quarter. Bison on the move again. As they come up to the line of scrimmage. And split receiver, 1 receiver out there. Duggar's going to stay in the shotgun. Now Spence sends Jacob Gomez-Wilson here near side. Snap back and going to pull it out. Going to roll to his right, looking downfield. He's going to take off and run. Gets a block, 30, and hit and fights down to the 25-yard line. Great hard running there by the quarterback, Adam Duggar, and picks up about 5 on the quarterback keeper.
I like that play call with the boot action where he could run it, pass it. You got to make him kind of guess what he's going to do. And we've seen that two series in a row now. Be interesting to see what they add to it.
Yep, exactly. Build off of that maybe in the second half. Mark at the 26-yard line, 2nd and 5 for McCook. Couple receivers split out to the far side. I formation this time behind Duggar. It comes up under center. Snap back and going to hand it off. Gomez-Wilson over left side, breaks the tackle, 20, about to the 18-yard line. Nice little hole over there and picks up the 1st down. Move the chains again for another Bison 1st down after the gain of 7. As Jacob Gomez-Wilson with that carry, spotted right at the 20. And so a great opportunity again for McCook back into the red zone at the 20-yard line. As we're nearing the 5-minute mark here in this 1st quarter. As they bring in the play from the far sideline. That'll be Leighton Bortner bringing in the play. So we hustle up to the line of scrimmage here. Going to have to hurry. Twins to the far, one to the near here for McCook. Duggar in the shotgun. Snap back, and it's going to pull it out. Duggar going to try to go to the left side, and wrapped up there. I think that was Kretzel with the nice tackle over there for Crete. A loss of a couple on the play against Duggar. And it will be a loss there on first down again for McCook.
Not sure where that was going to go, Mark. Didn't seem to be a pitch man out there,
right.
At least that was available. So it was all Adam on that play to make something happen, and there was just too much defense out there.
So 21-yard line, they spot it. Second down and 11 for McCook. Receiver split to either side as Duggar goes under center. And it's going to be a little toss pitch, trying to get the edge. Nice blocking on the edge. 20, 15, 10, and down to the 5-yard line goes number 7, Branson Mcdonald with a nice run. Great blocking on the edge here, Kyle. There's a big hole, and they pick up big yards down to the 6-yard line.
Yeah, really great blocking, like you said, Mark. They just had that wide open, but a great run, too. Branson got hit and got some yards after contact, so just a well-executed play.
So first down and goal for the Bison at the 6-yard line of Crete. Under 4 minutes to go here in this first quarter. As Duggar comes up to the line of scrimmage, I formation behind him. Receiver split near side, and it's going to be a handoff over left side. McDonald hit at the 5 and pushed back. Maybe got a yard, and that's it. It'll be second and goal for McCook at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, just got to keep going at him and keep wearing them out right there at the point of attack. And we got a lot more plays on offense so far than they do. And so just hopefully keep that offense out there and keep grinding them.
Yep, grinding down that defense.
Get to the 4. Let's push it in here, Mark.
There
what
we
do you
go.
say?
That sounds great to me. Just inside the 5. Second and goal for McCook. Receiver split far side. Duggar goes under center. I formation behind him. And it's going to be a little toss pitch, trying to cut to the edge. And can't quite break the tackle there was Jacob Gomez-Wilson. Maybe a gain of 1 to about the 3, and that'll be third down and goal now for McCook. Good pursuit there for Crete. Not letting Jacob Gomez-Wilson get to the edge.
Go ahead.
No, looks like Kretzel might be hobbled there a little bit.
That's not good. You know, you got they're having a little trouble with us in space, but you get down into this cramped, red zone area. It's a little rougher, but we'll see what we got here.
Third and 3 for the Bison. Third and goal, rather, from the 3. 2 receivers split near side. Snap back to Duggar. Rolls to his right. Looks downfield. Rolling. Passes it late. And just off the intended receiver, Gomez-Wilson there with the near grab over there. Lucas Gomez-Wilson, but couldn't quite haul it in. It's incomplete. And it's fourth and goal for McCook at the 3. And let's see. Bison, I think, going to kick it again. Man, so close to grabbing that catch there for a touchdown, but unfortunately incomplete. And the Bison will be kicking it again for a field goal.
Yeah, I had him open, and it wasn't a bad toss.
No.
Lucas isn't very long, so he's got a small area to put it, and just didn't quite get it there.
Spot it just inside the 10. We'll call it a 20-yard field goal attempt here for Hansen with 2:21 to go in the first quarter. And ball is snapped, ball is down, kick is on the way, and it is good. So Hansen, another field goal for the Bison, and they have a 6-0 lead over the Crete Cardinals. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back at the kickoff. You're listening to Bison Football on 96.1 KICX. Back to Crete here at the campus of Doane College, Al Papik Field, as the McCook Bison have a great drive, get down inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, but thwarted on their pass to the end zone, forced to kick another Hunter Hansen field goal, but he does knock it through from 10 yards out, making it 6-0 McCook over Crete on the M&B Bank scoreboard with 2:16 to go in the first quarter. And boy, Kyle, love to have those points, but, man, 2 opportunities here for touchdowns, and we come away with just 3. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us, but we're sure glad to get those points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you hate to be greedy.
Right.
But at the same time, I'd sure like to see at least 1 touchdown up on the board. But we'll see how it goes. The second, like you said, number 8's hobbling a little bit, and he's their guy. So hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's going to come back out and play, and we'll see what this offensive series brings for Crete.
Jacob Gomez-Wilson, number 20, back to kick it off for McCook. Had a good kickoff the last time he booted it down the field. And Kretzel back deep to receive, along with number 21, Jedi Kretzel. And here we go. Bison up 6-0 here late in this first quarter play. A nice end-over end kick, and that's going to be close to the end zone. And it does go in the end zone for a touchback.
What a great boot.
So Crete will start at their own 20-yard line with 2:16 to go here in the first quarter of play.
Remind everybody out there in YouTube land, if you haven't subscribed yet, you have an opportunity. We're going to give away a $1,000 prize package once we get 1,000 subscribers. I know that sounds like a lot, but we can get there, and we got $1,000 to give away when we do. So make sure that you're part of that. If you've already subscribed, invite your friends, and let's get 1,000 subscribers so we can be drawing that winner.
Appreciate Kyle doing all the work on that. And here we go. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 20-yard line. McCook up 6-0. Shotgun again for the Cardinals. Twins to the near, 1 to the far. And it's going to be a man in motion going back to the backfield, snap back, and give the back over there, fights up to the 25-yard line. Pick up about 5 there for Crete by Kretzel, and it'll be 2nd and 5.
Looks like Crete has a lot of window dressing pre-snap and got a lot of different things going, but McCook just staying home.
Yep, playing nice, sound defensive football, and that's going to win you more games than not. Bison, great tradition, especially on the defensive side of things. They do a great job of scouting their opponents each and every week, and the Bison doing a good job again here tonight. Receiver split to either side as a Schmeckpepper back in the snap to him. A pitch here near sideline. Kretzel runs out of room, but gets across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Going to pick up the 1st down and 10 for the Cardinals.
Got a gift on that one, Mark. The receiver out here had a little more than he was supposed to, the Bison linebacker. But, you know, sometimes you get away with that. So see what happens next time.
They always say there's holding on every play. It's just how many times do they call it. So
That's right. I saw it in the booth, so had a little better angle maybe.
Great vantage point up here. This is a wonderful press box up here.
Is.
So great to appreciate Crete allowing us to be up here, calling this game for you back home in McCook and around the world. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 32. Twins to near, 1 to the far. Again, shotgun look here for the Cardinals. Got a man in motion. And goes back in the backfield and got a handoff, misses a tackle. 30 and up to the 35-yard line. Nice hard tackle coming here near sideline. That was number 7, Branson Mcdonald popped him. Picks up about 4 or 5, though, on the play there by Kretzel.
Yeah, really had him wrapped up about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. Just couldn't quite make the tackle. Like he said, he's a tough runner. He's a strong kid, but Branson McDonald come flying in there with a great tackle.
Spot at the 37-yard line of Crete. 2nd and 5 for the Cardinals. Minute 26 to go here in the first quarter. McCook up 6-0. Receiver split to either side here for Crete. Shotgun formation. Got a man in motion and going to run a little option. Far side pitches it late. 35 gets a block. 40, 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. Loses the football, but it goes out of bounds. But a big run down the far sideline for Crete, down to the Bison 23-yard line.
He got his bell rung on that one, Mark. That was a monster hit.
37-yard gain there for the Crete. Down to the Bison 23-yard line. But as you said, Kyle, he got clocked over there. And fortunately, Bison couldn't get the loose ball. But Crete does hold on to it. Or maintain possession, I should say, as it fell out of bounds. So at the Bison 23-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Cardinals. As, again, split receivers out. Twins to the near, 1 to the far. And I think Newmeyer is going to take another timeout. 2nd of the first half here for Crete. We'll take one as well. Minute 15 to go in the first quarter. McCook up 6-0 over Crete. Back after this 30-second timeout on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to our coverage of Bison football here tonight on 96.1 KICX, online, highplanesradio.net, our KICX app, as well as our YouTube channel, 96 Kicks, as we are coming out of the second timeout by Crete here in this first quarter of play. And it is going to be 1st and 10 Cardinals at the Bison 23-yard line after a big gain on the option just a few moments ago.
They like that option look.
They sure do. Twins to the near, one to the far. Schmeckpepper in the shotgun gets it, run the option to the far side, gets it to Kretzel. It's 20 and knocked out of bounds on the short side of the field down to about the 18-yard line. And a nice gain of about 5 or 6 there for Crete. So got some other scores for you. Appreciate Rich getting them to me. Seward and Omaha Gross tied at 0 in the second quarter. Scoreless there. North Platte over Fremont, 14-0 in the first quarter of that one. So a nice gain there on first down, second down, and about 5 for the Cardinals. As they split receivers out to the near and the far, going to run another shotgun. And pitch out over there, Kretzel, and fights across the 15 down to the 13-yard line. And that'll be enough to move the chains for Crete.
Not quite sure what they're reading there, Mark, but it seems like they're shutting down the quarterback and forcing him to pitch it, but the outside contain isn't quite there.
Under 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. McCook clinging to a 6-0 lead. Bison defense needs to stop here. 3rd and 1 for the Cardinals at the McCook 13-yard line. 3rd down and short here for Crete. As the Bison get their defense set up here. And a Bison jump, and were they drawn off? Let's see. I didn't see anybody move, but let's see what the official says. And it's going to be offsides on McCook. So unfortunately, McCook gives up the first down via the penalty.
McCook's been famous for that through the years. Got a little taste of their own medicine there for a moment.
Yep, you want to be aggressive going into the line, but you got to watch that football and not listen to the quarterback. Unfortunately, McCook got caught. So a 5-yard penalty puts the football inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for Crete. This drive started back at their own 20-yard line, and they have marched down to the Bison 8-yard line. 1st down and goal. Twins to the near, one to the far. Schmeckpepper in the shotgun. Snap back. And it's going to hand off to Kretzel, trying to get to the edge. Bottled up, breaks a tackle down to about the 5-yard line. And a nice tackle over here for McCook. And not letting Kretzel get to the edge. Does pick up 3. It'll be 2nd and goal for Crete. And let's see if Crete's going to try to run a play before the end of the quarter, or are they going to let it run out? And
they're going to let it run out, Mark.
Going to let it run out, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one quarter on the M&B Bank scoreboard, it is McCook 6 and Crete nothing. Back after this 1-minute timeout, you're listening to Bison Football on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to our coverage of Bison football here. Mark Searcy, Kyle Delaveau, Courtney back in the studio. Crete, Nebraska is the side of the game here tonight. McCook up 6-0 after one quarter of play. As we switch sides of the field, it'll be McCook on defense again, trying to stop this Crete drive. They have it 2nd and goal from the McCook 5-yard line. McCook getting on the scoreboard with a couple Hunter Hansen field goals in that first quarter. Their defense trying to come up with a stop here on 2nd and goal. And man in motion over here near side, couple split backs, and going to run a little quarterback keeper near sideline, hit, and can't push the ball. Still on his feet, dives down to about the 1. Great second effort there by Schmeckpepper. Doesn't quite get in, though, and it'll be 3rd and goal at the 1.
Giving them a lot to think about, Mark. A lot of different looks. We'll see what they dial up on 3rd and 1, 3rd and less than 1.
Yep. Spot it. Yeah,
it's just a full 1 yard.
Full 1 yard. I agree, Kyle. So here we go. Big play here for this Bison defense. 3rd down and short. And it's going to be a wildcat formation. That's a Kretzel looking for the snap back to him. Trying to get the Bison to jump there. Some hard counts, and got a man in motion. High snap goes through his hands. He picks it up, though, trying to get to the edge. Bison got to try to get to the corner at the 10, and hit over there at the 5-yard line. Great pursuit there by the Bison. So it's a loss back to the 4. Big play there for McCook. A break on the high snap. And it looks like Crete's going to have to kick the field goal on their possession as well. And a great pursuit there. Kretzel speedy, tried to get to the edge, but the Bison able to pursue over there and knock him out of bounds.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if that was Branson McDonald or if it was maybe Nate Renner, number 2 or number 7. It looks
it was close. Yeah, it's hard to tell. So Crete will attempt a 19-yard field goal. And ball is down. Kick is on the way, and it is good. So that kick makes our score 6-3. McCook leads over Crete. Back after this 30-second timeout on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to our coverage of Bison football here on 96.1 KICX as the Crete Cardinals get on the scoreboard with a Chris Amaya 19-yard field goal attempt. They went through the uprights. It is good. And with 10:29 remaining in the second quarter, it is McCook 6 and Crete 3. Another impressive drive here by Crete. McCook had a nice drive. Their last possession, Crete returns the favor and goes down inside the 5. Had a 3rd and short and a high snap, and McCook able to hold them out and just held them to a field goal. So it's 6-3. A game of field goals here so far, Kyle.
The ball has moved a lot,
yeah,
but points have not been scored.
And a squib kick and a high end-over-end kick, and it's taken at the 35-yard line. And
that's number 2.
That is number 2, yes.
Definitively.
Nate Renner with that catch, and could be close to a penalty because that's like a fair catch. But nothing called there that I can see anyway, Kyle. So
no, Nate was saying, hey, look, I called the fair catch, but, you know.
The refs weren't buying it, I guess. So
those poor special team guys are just loving to get a hit any way they can get it. So even the refs feel sorry for them.
Bison have it at their own 36-yard line. Another good starting position here for the McCook offense. And let's see what they can do with it. Split receivers either way. Twins to the far side. Duggar in the shotgun. And going to hand it off. Anthony fights up for a couple of yards there. And it'll be 2nd down and 8 for McCook.
Hey, that's the first time that we've had positive yards on that play, so we'll take it. Just keep pounding it, and it's going to work out.
Definitely take that on a first down. Always love to get positive yardage. So gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 for the Bison at their own 38-yard line. Again, split a couple receivers out over there. That's Renner and also Thomas. High formation behind Duggar. And it's going to be a snap back and a handed off and wrapped up there. And Gomez-Wilson pushed back. Not much running room there for the tailback. Maybe a gain of 1. And it'll bring up 3rd down and long for the McCook Bison.
Yeah, we just got to get the ball out in space, Mark. Yeah. That's what's worked for us tonight. And, like to see us continue with that pounding ground game. But, it looks like we're going to be better off if we can get it out there in the open field.
Get that speed to the outside and the edge and make something happen with our playmakers. Here we go. 3rd down and 7 for the Bison at their own 39-yard line. Trips to the far side. Duggar in the shotgun. Snap back. He rolls to his right. Looking downfield. Winds up. Throws it over the far sideline. It's caught. And he was in. And let's see. Oh, he might have pulled something too. And it gets down to the Crete 44-yard line. Was that Renner?
Yeah, Nate Renner. It's a great catch. And he's all right. Popped right back up.
It's a nice gain there to Renner.
Great throw.
Oh, great throw.
Adam really put it on him there, Mark.
First completion of the night for McCook, and it's a big one as it moves the chains for the Bison.
Hopefully open up the middle of that field a little bit, too. Get the ball going through the air.
So spot at the 44-yard line of Crete. 1st and 10, McCook. Snap back and going to toss it. Gomez Wilson and fights forward for a couple tough yards up the middle. It'll be 2nd down and about 8 for McCook. So a 2-yard gain. Again, another positive on 1st down. Love to see that. Again, trying to go up the middle again with a pitch.
Yeah, and this game is going fast. Mark.
It is.
Really moving.
Down under 9 minutes to go in the first half. 6-3, McCook on top of Crete. Twins to near, one to the far. Duggar in the shotgun. Gets a snap back. Fakes the handoff in the pocket. Looks downfield. Pressured and rolls to his right. He's going to take off and run. 40 and hit and trying to push 40. Does 35. Still on his feet. And they say he stepped out of bounds. He was wanting to go down the far sideline.
They blew the whistle.
Blew the whistle. Oh, my goodness.
If the player's not down, why are we blowing the whistle, Mark? I don't understand.
And, down to the 37 is where they spot it. And it will be 3rd and short here for McCook. Tough break there on the
Yeah, it was
play.
a tough break.
Duggar, a 5-yard gain. 3rd and short here for McCook. 3rd and 3 at the Crete 37.
Good hard run by Adam, and he had the end zone in him.
He did. He saw payday across the field, down the field. 3rd down and short. Let's see if they convert this 3rd down opportunity. Snap back and fake the handoff. Going to go to the air. Duggar here, pressured, and it's still on his feet. Breaks the tackle 40, 35, and brought down to the 37-yard line. No gain on the play on the quarterback run there by Duggar. And it'll bring up 4th and 3 for the Bison. So what does Coach Petrosky do here?
He's got to punt it, man. We've been winning the field position all game, Mark, and it's not a time to stop now, in my opinion.
So under 7 minutes to go here in the first half of play. McCook up 6-3, 4th down and a long 3 from the Crete 37-yard line. And looks like they're going to punt it. Branson Mcdonald to punt it just inside the 50.
I'm not putting it in his hands, though. Right?
That's what I would do, but let's see. As Kretzel back deep to receive and snap back to McDonald. And he's going to boot it. Wow, what a punt. That's going to go into the end zone pretty easy. And it's going to be a touchback, so it'll go to the 20. Yeah, taking a little off of that.
Missed opportunity there.
Yeah, so it goes back to the 20. So 1st and 10 for Crete. 6:37 left to go here on the M&B Bank scoreboard. McCook up over Crete, 6-3. So the Bison drive is stalled out and inside the 40. And they do flip the field, though, with a nice punt. But it fortunately goes in the end zone. It's a touchback. And Crete will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. So the Cardinals come out on offense. Bison defense gets aligned. Here we go. Receiver split to either side. Schmeckpepper in the shotgun with a couple backs in the backfield. Bison looking to make another stop here defensively. Snap back and fake the handoff. Going to run option here near side. Bison right there. Great stop here near sideline number 59. Tegan Rice, I believe, with the tackle for McCook.
Yeah, I would have bet money that the coaches would get that figured out between last series and this series. That read isn't going to work anymore, not the way that it was last series.
So a nice play there by the Bison defense. A loss of a couple on the play, maybe 3. And it'll be 2nd down and 13 for Crete. Yeah, great adjustment there and a great execution by the Bison defenders and Tegan Rice.
Yeah,
the tackle
play.
the tackle for loss, rather. So
he lost his helmet, so it could have been the other two.
Yeah, a couple here near side, one to the far. And a shotgun formation again for Crete. Snap back and going to give it to Kretzel over left side. Hit and fights forward for a couple more tough yards. Gets about 4 on the carry. Going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for Crete. he is a load to bring down, Kyle.
Yeah, strong, fast. It's a great player, and he's the bread and butter for this Crete team, no doubt about it.
He is indeed. Already have him with 8 carries already in this game. Going to be close to getting up to that 25-30 mark probably here in this contest. Again, had 31 last week against York in overtime loss.
Although if this game keeps going like it's going, nobody's going to have enough possessions to get up to that kind of numbers.
So receiver split. Either side, here's a nice opportunity for the Bison to get off the field. 3rd and 7 for Crete at their own 23. Receiver split to either side. Shotgun look, snap back, a little confusion now. He's just going to look in the pocket, going to throw it over in the flat. And Kretzel is wrapped up and taken down. Great pursuit by the Bison. They read it beautifully. And coming up there was Hosick, I believe, leading the way, and it's a loss of a couple. It'll bring up 4th and long for Crete.
Yeah, and Canyon's been dealing a little bit with a hip pointer mark, so it's great to see him out there, great to see him make a play. It's going to be important for him to get some important time this week after not playing last week.
Jacob Gomez-Wilson and Duggar back deep to receive this punt from Crete. Now let's see what they do. A high snap. He gets it and boots it over here near sideline, and it goes inside the 45, takes a bounce at the 40, and out of bounds. Let's see where the official spots it, about the 41, 42-yard line probably. And the Bison, again, another great field position opportunity here for McCook with 4:12 to go here in the first half of play. McCook up 6-3 over Crete.
McCook needs a touchdown drive here, Mark. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, you get all these great field position opportunities. You got to punch it into the end zone one of these times if you want to win the game here
Yeah,
tonight.
because there's no guarantees, right? I mean, we have the great field position now, but who knows where it'll be. Can get turned around quick, and so let's see him put it in the end zone.
As it's going to be a timeout, some confusion, and Coach Petrosky takes a timeout. McCook's first of this first half of play. 6-3, McCook leads over Crete. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to Bison Football on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to Crete for our coverage of Bison football here tonight on 96.1 KICX, online, highplanesradio.net, our KICX app, and our YouTube channel, KICX. Love to bring those games to you here on all of our channels. As we come out of the timeout, it is 1st and 10 for McCook at their own 41-yard line. Twin split to the far side. McCook up 6-3 over Crete. I formation behind Duggar. Toss pitch. Gomez-Wilson trying to get the edge. Got to throw in a halfback pass. Got a couple receivers. Oh, no! Threw it at the 30. Oh,
just stop running.
Man, a little short there. Branson Mcdonald slipped a little too possibly, and incomplete. Oh, trying to go for the home run ball. Great call there, but the Bison couldn't connect, and it's incomplete. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 41.
It was Renner Mark, number 2.
Okay.
we got to make him get one of those numbers out of there. Yeah. It's impossible to tell which
7
is
and
which.
2 from our vantage point. It's kind of hard to see. Got some other scores. Scottsbluff over Hastings, 6-0. York leads over Alliance, 7-0. Waverly over Scott, 7-3, and Bennington leads Aurora, 21-8. 2nd and 10 for the Bison. Twins to the far, one to the near after that near miss on a halfback pass. Snap back. Duggar hands it off. Gomez-Wilson slips and falls. Maybe a gain of 1, and that's it. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Bison.
Man, you got to think that every single time they pitch that ball now, that defensive secondary, they can't come up, in run defense the way that they typically do. So that's going to help us out, I think.
So spot the 42-yard line, 3rd down and 9 for the Bison. Another 3rd down opportunity here for this offense, as Nathan Reiners brings in the play from the sideline. We've had great field position all night, Kyle. We started at the Crete 19, our 40, our 36, and our 40, but just 6 points to show for it. Another big 3rd down here for the Bison. Man in motion is Gomez Wilson. Snap back. Duggar rolls to his right. Looks downfield. Winds up. Throws down the far sideline. And it is incomplete. A little bit too long for Jacob Gomez Wilson. And
Tell you what,
so close.
that was about as good a ball as he could
Wow.
throw in and out of his hands. Jacob looked like he maybe fumbled a little bit. I don't know. He might have been out of bounds too. Hard to tell exactly.
Yeah, it was right along the sideline over there about the 20, but unfortunately for the Bison, incomplete. And they'll be forced to punt it. And it will be McDonald to punt it away for McCook with 3:09 remaining in the first half of play.
Hopefully he'll get that big booming punt again.
Yeah.
And then the Bison D got to lock it down because the Creek Cardinal start next the next half with the ball.
Exactly right. Deferred to the second half, so they'll get the ball to start the third quarter. McDonald standing as 25. Low snap. Gets it. And is going to boot it away. Nice punt again. A fair catch called at the 25. Fumbles it, but right to a Crete player at the 27, 28-yard line. Boy, could have been another break for McCook, but can't come up with it. And Crete has it. 1st and 10 at their own 28.
One of these days, one of these teams is going to catch one of those breaks, Mark.
Yeah. We are due for one of those to come our way.
You got to give it up to the Bison defense, Mark. Other than that one series when they showed that option look,
Right.
That last series, the Bison just shut it right down. So hopefully we can get another 3 and out here, Mark.
Spot at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10 for Crete. Again, the shotgun look with the receiver split to either side. Schmeckpepper in the shotgun. Snap back and run option here near side. Going to pitch it. Kretzel gets up to 30 and fights up to the 35-yard line before he's dragged out of bounds there by number 45, Matthew Nichols. It's a nice 6, almost 7-yard gain there for Kretzel. Again, they run that option. They've been running a lot of times to the short side of the field, Kyle, here tonight against McCook.
Yeah, we didn't have we didn't have that help defense come up and contain like we did the last series. So not sure if they showed a different look. I wasn't paying too close attention on the pre-snap or another camera here.
So here we go. 2nd down and short for Crete at their own 35-yard line. 3:03 to go in the first half of play. McCook up by 3. Man in motion. And going to stay in the backfield again. Run an option here near side. Schmeckpepper comes up. Breaks a tackle. 40, 45, and up to the 48-yard line. Schmeckpepper doing a nice job running the football, and that'll move the chains for the Cardinals.
Mark, I kind of wondered what they were doing earlier. I don't know if you've seen this, but this wide receiver, number 6, keeps coming back into the backfield. Well, now they're running this option, and they're using him as a triple option look. So we're having to pick up all 3 of those guys instead of just the 2. So they've added a little wrinkle to this option.
And again, sticking to the short side of the field here with got the right hash, but having success down up to the 47-yard line of Crete. It'll be 1st and 10 Cardinals. Again, Bison up by 3, 6-3. Just field goals. The only points scored here tonight for both teams. Receiver split either side. Snap back and run. And a quarterback keeper wrapped up there after just a short gain for Schmeckpepper. And it'll be 2nd down and 9 for Crete. Up to the 48-yard line. I think Tegan Rice with the tackle there for McCook.
Yeah, Tegan Rice has come up big these last 2 series, Mark.
He has done a great job here defensively for McCook. And we've got receivers split out. Twins to the near, 1 to the far for the Cardinals. 2:24 left to go here in the first half. Snap back. Schmeckpepper looks downfield. Throw it over here in the flat to Kretzel. Gets it to 50, 45, and knocked out of bounds. Let's see at the 46-yard line of McCook.
Gave him a nice spot.
Yep. Gain of about 6 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Cardinals.
Could use a stop here, Mark.
That would be
Time
great.
for the McCook defense to bow up and get a stop.
So in the Bison territory goes Crete at the 46-yard line, 3rd and 3 with 2:15 to go here in the second quarter of play.
Nothing downfield for the Cardinal yet, Mark.
Nope, they've just all been short. Twins to the far, 1 to the near. Shotgun look, snap back, and going to hand it off. No, it's going to keep it. Schmeckpepper, great fake, across the 40, down to the 37-yard line. Fooled me, and a couple of the Bison as well, and a good gain by the quarterback keeper, and it'll move the chains to the Bison, 38-yard line.
He's pretty quick, Mark, for a big kid. He moves pretty well with the ball, and they're right over it. So they're gonna hurry it up here.
2 minutes to go in the first half. Bison up by 3. Snap back. Hand it off to Kretzel. Trying to go near sideline. Breaks the tackle. 35 and down to the 33-yard line. Kretzel with a gain of about 6 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for Crete. As time ticking down here in this first half, Bison trying to hold on to that lead here late in this first half of play.
If the Bison could get a stop, get it slowed down to 3rd down here, Crete doesn't. They only have one timeout.
Exactly
which
right.
Is something important to remember because they used them early.
Receiver split to either side. 2nd down and 6. Snap back and run option again. And keep it in and fighting forward, but not much room. Nice tackle there by number 4, Hosick. And also Gomez Wilson with this tackle. A gain of just 1. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Cardinal.
And I think the quarterback's hurt, Mark. Schmeckpepper.
Oh, yep. He's really wincing. He took a shot to the shoulder, I think, as he was going down.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's
take their final time out there.
Yeah, Newmeyer's going to take the timeout. He's looking at Schmeckpepper, and he could be in trouble. As we'll just keep right here and say a big thank you to our great sponsors of Bison football tonight, including McCook Clinic, Hot Tub Brokers, Volts Heating and Plumbing, Nebraska Land Tires, Acres Equipment, Party Electric, Pinnacle Bank, Tobias Dental, Veteran Heating and Air Conditioning, DNS Hardware, M&B Bank, Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, and Lockenauer Mortuary, Southwest Nebraska Physical Therapy, Devaney Motors, Runza, Horizon Bank, Community Hospital, and Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monument. Appreciate all of our wonderful sponsors for Bison football. What a game here tonight in Crete. 1:01 to go in the first half. McCook 6, Crete 3. Mark Searcy here with Kyle Delaveau. And, a big play here coming up for the Bison out of this timeout. 3rd and about 5 at the Bison 33-yard line. Bison defense has to come up with a big stop.
Yeah, Mark, be interesting to see what's going on with their quarterback. Hopefully that young man is just fine. We don't want him to be injured. Hopefully maybe just a stinger. But we'll look forward to a big play by the Bison defense, get us off the field here and go into the half with the advantage.
Crete has used their final timeout of the half. McCook has 2 remaining. And here we go, out on the field. Both teams go. It'll be 3rd and 5 at the Bison 33. Receiver split either side. Schmeckpepper still in the shotgun, still in there. Snap back, fakes the run, and got to throw it down the field. It's got a man wide open. 10, 5, and I think down at the 1-yard line. The tight end hit the seam route there and passed to Sears, and just short of the end zone. And it'll be 1st and goal for Crete.
Yeah, it was a great play call, Mark. Just a great play action fake, and we saw that option fake that Schmeckpepper had earlier in the drive, and that was another great fake and a great throw, and here we are.
1st and goal for Crete inside the 1-yard line of McCook. And still going to do shotgun. It's going to be a wildcat look to Kretzel. Man in motion, and he gets a snap. And over the right side, and dives across the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. So Kretzel with the 1-yard run for the touchdown, and the Cardinals take the lead over McCook by the score of 9-6.
Not the way we wanted that half to end, Mark.
No, had a chance to stop him, but a great pass play on the fake and a seam route to Sears for the big gain down inside the 1, and Kretzel takes it in from 1 yard out. And the Cardinals lead 9-6 over McCook with 31 seconds to go here in the first half as Amaya up to kick the extra point attempt. The ball is down on the tee. It's up and on the way, and it is good. 31 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's Crete over McCook, 10-6. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff. You're listening to Bison Football on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to our coverage of Bison football here tonight on KICX. A huge play on 3rd down and long for the Crete Cardinals. Schmeckpepper hits Sears down to the 1 yard line. Kretzel takes it in from 1 yard out. The Amaya extra point caps off a 9-play, 72-yard drive for Crete. And with 31 seconds to go in the half, Crete leads over McCook 10-6. And just a huge play late in this half here for Crete, Kyle.
Yeah, it was. That pass play certainly was huge, and maybe the Bison special teams can get something cranking here. They have all season, so let's see what they do.
We had one on the opening kickoff, and it's a short kickoff and just covered right there at the 35-yard line. Only 1 second goes off the clock, so McCook will have it 1st and 10 at their own 30 with 30 seconds to go here in the half.
I like that halfback pass again.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity. Just couldn't quite connect on it, and unfortunately – the halfback pass, as you said, didn't quite connect, and they had another nice long pass and a run there by Duggar that was blown dead. And
unfortunately, that's kind of been the story of the game, Mark, is missed opportunities. We've had, not for lack of opportunities, but just missed them and really need to capitalize on one of those soon.
Start our own 35, 1st and 10 for McCook. And it looks like they might just take a knee. Yeah, he did take a knee, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Coach Petrosky just not going to do anything crazy, and go in the locker room down by 4 here to the Creek Cardinals. Here, let's see for sure. Thought maybe they might just at least try something, but letting it wind down here. And that's going to do it. After one half of play, our score on the M&B Bank scoreboard is Crete 10 and McCook 6. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back into our halftime show. You're listening to Bison Football on 96.1 KICX. Welcome into our halftime show here on 96.1 KICX, online, highplains.radio.net, our KICX app, and also online at highplains.radio.net, as well as our YouTube channel, KICX 96.1. Our halftime score here at Crete, it is the Crete Cardinals 10 and the McCook Bison 6. Again, good evening, everyone. Mark Searcy here with Kyle Delaveau, and let's take a look at the scoring here in the first half. We had started off with the Bison getting a field goal from Hunter Hansen from 30 yards out. Had great field position starting at the 19-yard line of Crete after the great kickoff return by Gomez Wilson, but couldn't take advantage of it. Do get a field goal, 3-0 McCook. Later on in the first quarter, another great drive, 10 plays down inside the 10 again, but stopped and had to kick another 20-yard field goal, this time from Hunter Hansen. 6-0 McCook led over Crete. Crete came back with a nice drive of their own, 10 plays of their own on their drive. Then ended up in a field goal as McCook Bison stiffened up there and held Crete out of the end zone. But Amaya hits the 19-yard field goal. 6-3 was our score after one quarter. Teams traded possessions back and forth. Neither team able to put it into the end zone. But late in the first half, Crete had the ball and able to get a big third down pass play from Schmeckpepper to Sears, get it down inside the one. Kretzel had a Wildcat run took it in from 1 yard out. Amaya with the extra point kip, capping a 9-play, 72-yard drive for Crete. And they head into the locker room leading 10-6 over McCook. And, again, Kyle, we talked about the Bison had great field position all first half, but unfortunately just 2 field goals to show for it. And unfortunately with that last pass play by Crete, they find themselves only down by 4, but you kind of feel like the momentum has shifted into Crete's favor here at halftime.
Yeah, for 3/4 of that first half, maybe a little more than that, you had to feel like the Bison held the advantage with the momentum, like you said, and then even with that 3rd down and 5, you felt like we were in good shape to stop that drive, and then they came up with that seam route, and it was a great ball, it was a great play call, and it was a great pass, and that really shifted the momentum. It feels different, even in this media booth where we're at. Like it just feels different. So the one thing I love about our team every year, fantastic coaches. They're going to coach them up at halftime. They're going to make adjustments, and they're going to fix some of those schemes, and I think it's going to be a great second half, Mark.
Yep, it sure will. Bison down by 4 here at the break. 10-6 is our score. Crete on top of McCook. Thank you, Rich, sending me all kinds of scores. Let's try to pass some of those along to you. We've got Bennington over Aurora. That's a big one in Class B. 21-8 is the score in that one. Waverly,
Bennington over Aurora?
Yep, 21-8. Bennington's got a good team, I think, again this year. Waverly over Skutt, 7-3. North Platte took care of Aurora last week. Ahead of Fremont, 27-0. I think the Bulldogs are for real up in North Platte. Northwest looking to have another good season. They're up over Gearing, 14-0. York leads over Alliance, 17-0. Scottsbluff over Hastings, 14-0. Their 6-man scores: Franklin over Juanita Palisade at the break, 27-6. And Scottsbluff's over Hastings, 20-0 now in that contest. So that kind of gets you caught up on some area scores and Class B scores as well here in this first Friday night of high school football in September. Hard to believe we're turning the calendar over to September this week, and much needed cooler weather, thankfully, for everybody here in Southwest Nebraska.
Yeah, it was a little warm last week. Thankful for this. It's much cooler tonight. It's beautiful out there. You couldn't ask for better weather than this for football. So.
What a great facility here at Doane College. I haven't been here to this facility, but it's a great football field, great track around the field as well. It's beautiful with the trees here. It's just a great setting for a high school football game here for McCook to play in.
Yeah, and I wonder, I don't know how new this facility is, but is this where Coach Vitrosky played his college? I mean, I know he played at Doane. Did he play on this field?
That's a good question, and unfortunately I don't know the answer to that, but we'll have to ask him that maybe after the game or tomorrow on Coach's Coffee Club, and that's my segue into Coach's Coffee Club tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, live and direct from Sanders Bakery and Beer Out Cafe. We'll get you caught up in all the area high school and college athletics and all the scores and highlights. Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning on KICX right here, your home for Coach's Coffee Club at 8 a.m. Let's take a look at the stats for the first half. Very unofficial. This is my first time doing it here this year, but I try to do as good a job as I can. I had Bison with 69 yards on the ground, 14 through the air, and that one pass play to a Renner over there. I had Duggar with 5 carries for 14 yards, McDonald with a couple carries for 14 yards. Lucas Gomez-Wilson, 1 carry for 13 yards. Jacob Gomez-Wilson, 7 carries for 28 yards. Alex Anthony, just a couple runs up the middle for a net of 0. And the 1 reception from Duggar to Renner for 14 yards. So not a lot of offensive yards here in that first half for McCook, but some missed opportunities we talked about. Even with those, just a little bit of offense, and got to execute those opportunities when they have the chance coming up here in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. That play where Adam Duggar was running down the sideline, felt like they called that pretty early.
Yeah.
I'd like to have seen what would have happened if they would have let that go. But also player safety is a big deal, and so we understand why they blew it dead. It just seemed it was a little quick, and
I had Crete with 122 yards on the ground, 31 through the air. Schmeckpepper, 7 carries for 13 yards. Isaac Kretzel held him in check for the most part. I did have him 11 carries, 64 yards, had that 1 score. Tibrink with that 1 long run over there on the far sideline for 45 yards. That was their big gain in the first half. Schmeckpepper didn't have much for passing yards until that last pass play down the seam to Sears for 31 yards. Set him up near the goal line when they punched it in next play. And a couple penalties for Crete, and McCook just had 1 that went off sides. So a pretty clean game as far as penalties go in the first half for the Bison.
What do you have in the way of of total plays per team? Is it pretty equal?
I think it would be. I didn't really keep track of it, I do kind of have it, but it's got to be pretty darn close, I think.
Yeah.
Just kind of remembering.
I guess I'm just kind of interested because it seems like from what I was listening, Crete's about double the offense from McCook, and McCook's going to have to find something that works. They've been really trying to push it up the middle still with the run game, and just going to have to find some things that work on the outside. I like that option look. I'd like to see us give that a shot, especially, where they work that, like we were talking about, they work that receiver back in, and then they have the running back and the quarterback all working together. I think we could do something similar to that. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, we'll see what the Bison do. They, as Kyle mentioned, do a great job every year of making adjustments at halftime. I expect nothing less here for McCook staff coming up here in the halftime locker room. A big thank you again to our wonderful sponsors for Bison football tonight, including McCook Clinic, Hot Tub Brokers, Volts Heating and Plumbing, Nebraska Land Tires, Acres Equipment, Pardee Electric, Pinnacle Bank, Tobias Dental, Veteran Heating and Air Conditioning, D&S Hardware, M&B Bank, Herman Jones Funeral Chapel and Lockenauer Mortuary, Southwest Nebraska Physical Therapy, Devaney Motors, Runza, Horizon Bank, Community Hospital, and Carper Breland Funeral Home and Monument. Our stats tonight brought to you by McCook Clinic. Appreciate them helping us out here tonight for our coverage. Just about 5 minutes to go in the halftime before we start the third quarter play, so let's step away for another 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half of action. You're listening to Bison Football on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to our halftime show here on 96.1 KICX online, highplains.radio.net, our KICX app, also streaming online at our YouTube channel, 96.1 KICX. And we are excited to bring you coverage of Bison football tonight from Crete. The Bison down by 4 at the break. here to Crete after a late touchdown by Crete's number 8 Kretzel, giving the Cardinals a 10-6 lead going into the locker room. A couple minutes left here before we start the third quarter of play as the Bison were across the field over there, huddling and now making their way back onto the football field to get stretched out. And, boy, we talked about it, Kyle. Bison had great field position all of that first half, not starting any deeper than their own 35-yard line, but unfortunately just 2 field goals to show for it, and going to have to generate some more offense and also get those touchdowns instead of field goals if they want to come out of here with a victory.
Yeah, no doubt about it. About 80 yards of total offense. Going to take more than that to win the game, and it was good to see the defensive adjustments. They came out, they ran that option play. We had trouble with it. Then we kind of adjusted. Then they added a wrinkle to the option game. We adjusted again. And, of course, they got that pass, but that's always going to happen, right? You just, I had just said, I felt bad. I felt like I jinxed us because, like, 2 plays before that I said, nothing through the air so far. I'm marking this, like, right there it was. And I know that stuff isn't real, but, I mean, it just
seems like it at times.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, great night for football here in Crete. Temperature's still about 70, just a very light breeze, cloudy. It's a beautiful fall evening for this high school football game between these two Class B teams. Had some tradition over the years playing in the playoffs, also in the state final. McCook lost to Crete in overtime. I believe it was 2008, 14-7. And just a lot of great tradition, 2 great powers in Class B football in Nebraska.
No doubt, and it seems like maybe Crete's been down for a few years, but this is this coach's 3rd year. Maybe he's getting things kind of built back up, and looks like they're growing.
Yep, they've played a good half of football. Bison played good as well. Just got to continue to do the things that made them successful here in this first half. Running the football, I think, to the edge a little bit more. And if they had some pass plays, just couldn't quite connect on a couple of them. If they just get those to be completed, they get some big gains through the air as well, kind of loosen up that defense here for Crete.
Yeah, Adam has really thrown a nice ball this game. I mean, that pass to Jacob down on the far sideline looked really good, just in and out of his hands, and might have been a little overthrown, like you said, out of bounds, but, good-looking ball, and I expect to see some more of that in this half, Mark.
Crete, again, deferred. They won the coin toss, so they will get the ball to start the second half here against McCook, again up 10-6. Some other area scores, I've got Perkins County over Maywood Hay Center, 36-6 at the half. Cambridge over Amherst, that should be a good game. 14-13 is the score in that contest. Go through some more Class B scores. Elkhorn over Omaha Roncalli, 6-0 at half. Scottsbluff, as I mentioned earlier, over Hastings, 20-0.
I don't like that score, Mark.
Yeah. Bearcats had to finish their game on Monday, so it's their second game in 5 days here for the Bearcats.
So they're prepared.
Yep.
They just never got cooled down from the last game.
York over Alliance, 17-0 at half. Grenada Northwest up over Gering, 14-0. North Platte over Fremont, Class A matchup, 27-0. Bulldogs looking to have another good season this year. Bennington over Aurora, 21-8. Aurora in danger of losing 2 in a row, but they played 2 very good teams in North Platte and Bennington.
Yeah, that's your preseason Class B number 1.
Yep.
Obviously, North Platte's the real deal. I was going to ask you, you've been around the area for a while calling sports. It's a little bit newer for me. How long since North Platte's had a really good football team?
Probably, if a really good team, you have to go back to the Danny Woodhead days in the early 2000s. They made the playoffs and at least for sure the semifinals, maybe in the finals, I believe. So it's been a long while since North Platte. Of course, they always have one of the smallest Class A enrollments. They've been flirting with Class B lately as well. So
yeah, they got a great player this year. I think a kid that's getting highly recruited across the country.
Yes,
and obviously they're looking good through 2 games.
Another area score, Hitchcock County up big over Bayard, 58-6 at the half. So
nice.
That'll probably be a running clock there for the Falcons after making a long road trip. So Bison defense will be on the field here to start things off for this second half against Crete. And let's see what the Bison can do here as Crete will take the field here to receive the kickoff from McCook. Jacob Gomez-Wilson has been kicking off for McCook here so far in this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's just he practiced better than Patrick Gross this week. If Patrick Gross is a little beat up, not sure what's going on with that. But Patrick was our kickoff guy last week. So
So we will see what happens here. McCook going right to left to start things off in quarter number 3, trailing by 4 here to the Crete Cardinals. As special teams getting out onto the field, and it is Jacob Gomez-Wilson with the tee to kick it off for McCook. And a back deep to receive is Kretzel, and boy, it's hard to read the numbers. They got red jerseys with dark blue over there. And here we go. Jacob Gomez-Wilson has it teed up, and we are ready to start this third quarter play. It is McCook trailing by 4 to Crete. Another late score. Dundee County Stratton leading Bertrand 16-6 in that contest. And here we go. Bison special teams trying to make a big play here. Coming down on the kickoff as Gomez-Wilson boots it deep down the field. It's going to be taken inside the 10, about the 8, up to the 15, 20, near sideline, 25, and stiff arm down about the 28-yard line goes Kretzel. And that's where Crete will take over 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
It's pretty good field position compared to where they've been a lot of the night,
Yeah.
Mark.
Yep, they've started back at their 27, their 20 a couple times, and their own 28. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 28, opening possession of quarter number 3. So here we go. Bison defense back out on the field. Got a 3-4 front look here for McCook. Receiver split to either side. Also one in the slot. Chuck Pepper sends a man in motion, goes again to the backfield, and going to run a little option, far side. Going to try to keep it. Good pursuit by McCook, and he is wrapped up over there. Does fall forward for a couple to the 30. It'll be a gain of 2, but good pursuit there by McCook.
Yeah, way to really stretch that out. Little Garrett Caps on that tackle.
Yep. He was over there.
Yep, from across the field even.
Nice job there. Stringing out the play, as Kyle said. Couldn't allow the quarterback to get to the edge, and a gain of just a couple. It'll be 2nd down, and, well, it'll give them about 3 up to the 31, 2nd and 7 for the Cardinals. Opening possession of this third quarter play. Bison trail it by 4. Shotgun formation, snap back, going to run a little toss pitch. Kretzel trying to get the edge. Has the block wrapped up there, and it still breaks the tackle. Trying to go the other way, reverses field, and fights up to the 32, picks up a couple. Good pursuit there by the Bison. Finally making a tackle there was number 33, Leighton Bordner. And, boy, Kretzel very shifty over there. Gain of a couple, but good pursuit here, and good job of turning it inside over here for McCook.
They blew up they just shoved the tight end right back up into the play is what happened. And
so here we go. 3rd down. We'll call it about 6 for the Cardinals at their own 32. A Bison defense needs to stop here on 3rd down. Snap back and fake the handoff. Rolls to his left. Looks to throw it in the flat. It's over there, and it's caught the 45 or 44-yard line. Great grab over there by Crete. Trying to see who came up with it.
Number 6.
Yeah, number 6 coming up with the grab. That's T-Brink. And that's a gain of 8. It'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. So another big 3rd down conversion for Crete. Spot the football at their own 43-yard line. So here we go. 1st down and 10 for the Cardinals. A couple of receivers split out. One to the near. Send that man in motion again. He goes back to the backfield, try to run a triple option, and going to give it over to the left side, I think, to Kretzel. Gets across the 45 to the 47. Gained of 4.
Is it just me, or is that the weirdest motion, how that receiver comes across and then back into the – he doesn't he runs and then straight back into the backfield. It's just goofy looking. It's hard to even describe on the radio.
Yeah, and it's close to almost a legal procedure because sometimes he tries to go forward, and you're not allowed to do that. But, yeah, it is really funky. But gets about 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6 for Crete at their own 47-yard line.
Really need a big play here, Mark.
As the Bison defense gets aligned. Receiver split either side, man in motion, snap back, and going to give it to Kretzel at the middle, across the 50 into Bison territory, down to the 47-yard line, close to the 1st down yardage.
They're going to give it to him if they're going to spot it right there.
Yeah, the one official was back a little bit, but now they go with the up official, and that moves the chains. 1st down for Crete. Kretzel up to 75 yards on the ground here tonight on 13 carries. So move the chains, opening possession of the third quarter. Crete up 10-6 over McCook. And we're just under 9 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. A couple receivers split here near side, one to the far for the Cardinals. Again, sticking with that shotgun look. And man in motion again goes to the far side. Goes back in the backfield, snap back, and going to give it. Kretzel, big hole, 45-40, and take it down there, though. Good tackle, I believe, by number 43 Caps with the stop, but a nice gain of about 7 for Kretzel.
Yeah, and it's 7 yards here, 6 yards here,
Yep.
5 yards here, Mark, and we gotta stop the bleeding here soon.
Spotted all the way down to the Bison 40-yard line, so a pickup of 7, 2nd and 3 for Crete. Really milking this clock here in this third quarter.
Yeah, already 4 minutes off the clock this quarter, if you can believe that, Mark.
Yeah, it is just crazy. A couple of receivers here near side, one to the far. Snap back and going to hand it off again to Kretzel. Breaks the tackle, 40 and down to the 35, 33-yard line. Maybe still on his feet. His knees didn't touch and move forward, and they're going to give him another 3 yards after the tackle. Somehow was on somebody or didn't get the knee down, and they take it to the 30, move the chains, 1st and 10 Crete. Wow, what a play. Thought we had him wrapped up there, but boy, got a couple, 3 extra yards. Unbelievable. So down to the 30, 1st and 10, Cardinals. Impressive opening drive here for Crete. Marching it down the field. A couple receivers here near side, one to the far. Schmeckpepper in the shotgun. Man in motion, going to hand off again to Kretzel, trying to cut up the middle, breaks the tackle, 30, 25, and down to the 24-yard line. Gain of about 6 for Kretzel, and he called it, Kyle, 6, 7, 5 yards here. And he's already up to 96 yards on 16 carries here tonight.
Yeah, we just got a text message and said, why are we still running a 3-man front? That's a really great question, Mark, because they are, ideally 3-man front, you plug up those holes and the linebackers make plays.
Right.
But in a lot of these plays, he's already to the linebackers by the time they're making the play.
A couple receivers split to the far side, one to near. See if the Bison defense can come up with a stop. We're under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Send the man in motion. Schmeckpepper gets the snap and give to Kretzel at the middle. Breaks the tackle 20 or to the 21-yard line. And it's going to be close. Anthony with the tackle over there. And they're going to look to the sideline. And did he make it? Just short, I think.
I don't think he did. He's about not quite a yard short, Mark. This would be a big play here. You got to imagine Crete's going to go for this is 4-down territory, right? Well, they're only up by 4.
Yeah.
So, kick the field goal up by 7. First of all, McCook's got to get a stop here on a big 3rd down. And if there was ever a time to make it, it's here now, Mark.
3rd and about a half a yard for Crete, just outside the 20-yard line of McCook. Receiver split to either side. Schmeckpepper in the shotgun. Gets a snap. He's going to hand off. Kretzel breaks a tackle. 15 and down to near the 10-yard line. I thought the ball I thought it was, but he got it if it was. And it's going to be 1st and goal for Crete.
I think it bounced out and right
back to him. I think you're right, Kyle. Because I was like you. I thought I saw Brown there up in the air. And I think it was a fumble, but it will be a 1st down and goal just out. Well, not quite 1st and goal, but basically 1st and goal just inside the 11. Up over 100 yards on the ground here for Kretzel. With 5:35 to go in the third quarter, Crete up 10-6, knocking on the door here. Bison defense desperately needs a stop. And they got a man in motion again. A high snap, and we've got flag. And let's see what that's about.
Flag or a timeout?
Let's see.
Flag.
False start on Crete. Their 3rd penalty of the game for 15 yards now.
Yeah, and really, honestly, Mark, I mean, they've had some miscues. They put the ball down on the field. They've had some
high snaps.
They've done some stuff like that. And really, if it wasn't for that, those are some things that we have had some advantages, and so hopefully we can take advantage of this one, Mark.
Move the ball back to the 16-yard line, 1st and 15 for the Cardinals. And it's going to snap back and give it to Kretzel, trying to get the edge inside the 15, the 10, and down inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. So a gain of about 7 on that play for Kretzel. He's up to 116 yards on the ground.
Caps on the tackle again, and Kratzel's a little gimpy, but he's been that way before. He just comes back and walks it off and then goes again. He's a tough kid, Mark.
What a way to start this third quarter, Kyle, for Crete. They have had the ball to start the half. It is down to 4:25 left to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, they're going to take more than 8 minutes off on this drive, Mark. We really need to get a stop here.
This will be the 15th play of this drive coming up for Crete. And just outside the 5-yard line, 2nd down and 4. Couple receivers split out. Got a man in motion. And a high snap. Fumbles, goes right to Kretzel. But now we've got, is it a flag or a whistle? Let's see. And officials conferring and talking, and the referee comes up and says, false start on Crete. So another 5-yard penalty on this drive. And, boy, that was almost lucky they had the penalty because it could have been a fumble or who knows what would happen.
Yeah, that ball was really up in the air.
Crazy play, but blown dead by the illegal motion. So back them up to about the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Crete. Bison defense has to come up with a big stop. Snap back, going to run a little option here near side. Spits it out to the 10, inside the 5. Kretzel into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Yeah. Textbook option, Kyle.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mark, that was good for 9 yards. That would have been good for 89 yards.
Yeah.
There was nobody in the neighborhood on that play.
So tremendous drive there by Crete. Ends up with a Kretzel 9-yard touchdown run.
That's that smash mouth, demoralizing football. Hopefully McCook can just stay up, keep their spirits high, get their heads up. And
I had 15 plays, 72 yards on the drive as Amaya's extra point kick is on the way and good. 3:41 to go in the third quarter. It is Crete 17 and McCook 6. Back after a 30-second timeout right here on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to Crete, Nebraska, side of our coverage of Bison football tonight. And a great drive, unfortunately, for Crete to start the second half. 15 plays, 72 yards. They cap it off with a Kretzel 9-yard touchdown run on the option. The extra point kick by Amaya is good. And with 3:41, yes, just 3:41 to go in the third quarter, Bison trail now to Crete 17-6. And you talked about it, Kyle, before the break. Smash mouth, drive down the field, use the clock, and put points on the scoreboard. Bison got our answer if they want to get back in this ball game.
Yeah, they got to score on this possession as far as I'm concerned, Mark.
Yeah. So the kickoff coming up here by Amaya. Ball teed up at the 40. We need another nice kickoff return. Gomez-Wilson had one earlier. Little pooch kick. And taken at the 35 and trying to go to the right side and tripped up over there and tackled at about the 37-yard line. That's where McCook will take over. Still decent field position to start their first possession here in the third quarter.
I hate that style of football, Mark. I hate kick it and let's see where the chips land. But I also love. It's smart coaching.
Yeah, rather than give it the big return, just a little pooch kick. And Bison have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trailing here by 11. Let's see what the Bison offense can do with it. A couple receivers split out to the far side. Duggar under center, I formation behind him. A handoff. Gomez-Wilson wrapped up, fumbles it. And let's see. I think he had it, but let's see for sure. It can sure change hands under the pile there. And they say, I believe, McCook maintains possession.
Wow. Whew. I would not have guessed that. It looked like it was squarely in the Crete player's hand. I'm glad that stayed with us.
And loss of 1 on the run, so it'll be 2nd and 11 for McCook. Not the way they wanted to start this drive in this third quarter after giving up a Crete touchdown. Receiver split either side. Duggar under center. Say, look, send a man in motion. That's Jacob Gomez-Wilson. Morello toss pitch, fumbles, it goes through his hands. Duggar able to pick it up, and it's going to be down at the 25-yard line. So another huge break for Creed's defense, and loss goes all the way back to the 25. So another huge loss there for McCook.
Yeah, and that's 2 plays in a row where it's gone through Jacob's hands. So not really sure what's going on there. Is that Kratzel or is that number 6 is down on the field right now?
There's an injured player there for Crete, and I think it's number 6 probably to Brink. Yeah, because Kratzel's standing up there. It's an injury timeout here for the Cardinals. 2:36 remaining in the third quarter. Crete leads over McCook on the M&B Bank scoreboard 17-6.
Looks to be a cramp, Mark.
Yep, so hopefully nothing too serious for that young man. Again, cooler weather here, but you still got to hydrate, and very humid out there, I'm sure, so got to make sure, keep those fluids in you. And, boy, Kyle, a couple of big losses here from McCook. We have a third and about 22 back at our own 25-yard line. Somehow we've got to come up with a big play here on third down because we don't want to give the ball right back to this Creed offense.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what Vitro has in his repertoire for a third and 22.
Those are kind of a little tough to come by, I would think. But let's see. Maybe that halfback pass again. That was open. And here we go. Trips to the near side for the Bison. Duggar in the shotgun. Third and long for McCook at their own 25-yard line. Snap back. Duggar rolls to his left. Looks downfield. Trying to set up a screen maybe. Rolls to his right. Going to take off and is going to run with it. 25-30. And breaks the tackle. 35 up to near the 40-yard line. Almost got to the original line of scrimmage. So nice gain, but unfortunately going to be stopped short of picking up the first down.
Yeah, you got 12 of that back, Mark. That was a great run. And honestly, that hasn't been a bad play for us all night long. Just drop back and then let Duggar decide if he's going to throw it or run it.
Yep. So fourth down and about 10 for the Bison at their own 37 as McDonald will be back to punt it for McCook. Kretzel back deep to receive for Crete.
Need Kretzel to fumble it again.
So a man comes on the field late here for the Cardinals. Donald standing at his own 21-yard line to receive the snap. Low snap, bounces to him, but he gets it. And a nice punt over there far side. And Kretzel comes up underneath it, gets it. Look out, 35, 40. Cut to the outside, 45, 50. 45, 40, one man to beat. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Kretzel with a 71-yard punt return for a touchdown for the Cardinals.
And he's putting on a clinic now.
Wow. So he adds a 71-yard punt return to his 9-yard touchdown. He is the real deal here for this Crete team. Kretzel with a big play on the special teams, and the Cardinals now lead the Bison 23-6.
Yeah, Mark, I had the sophomores at my house for dinner the other night and asked them what the scouting report looked like, and they said number 8 all night long. That's all you need to know. And that's pretty much been the story of this game, unfortunately. I mean, they have other players on the field, but he's a pretty good player.
He scored 3 touchdowns here for this Crete squad. Ball is down on an extra point kick. It is on the way, and it is good. Thought it was close there.
That's an interesting angle. That's twice in a row that I've thought it was wide left.
So that extra point kick with 1:11 to go in the third quarter gives Crete the 24-6 lead over McCook. Back after this 30-second timeout on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to our coverage of Bison football here tonight on KICX. Mark Searcy here with Kyle Delaveau. Crowd still buzzing after that electric Isaac Kretzel, 71-yard punt return for a score. Extra point was good, and with 1:11 to go in the third quarter, it is Crete 24, McCook 6. It has been all Crete in the second half. They opened up the third quarter with a 15-play, 72-yard drive, and then now a 3-and-out defensively, aided by a couple bad plays by McCook, and then a huge punt return by Kretzel, and they are in control here, 24-6. Bison desperately need to do something.
Yeah, the only thing good about that play, Mark, is that it took about –
as a pooch kick, and it almost went out of bounds, but it almost was recovered by Crete. But smartly, Nate Renner grabs the football because that's a live football. For
yeah,
those
I'm not
10
sure
yards.
what he was doing there.
Yeah.
It's like he woke up in time, so.
So a minute 10 to go in the third. Bison have it, 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. As we talked off the air, we have got to have a touchdown here in this drive, or it's going to be a long night here for the Bison.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And, Mark, we've had good field position all night long. Like we've been right where we're at pretty much the whole night.
Yeah, 39-yard line here. Twins to the near side, got a man in motion. Duggar goes under center and going to run a toss pitch, trying to get the edge. Jacob Gomez-Wilson, 40, 45, up to the 50, breaks the tackle, 45, still on his feet, 40, near sideline, 35, breaks the tackle, 30, 25, 20, 15, stiff arm down to the 15-yard line. Jacob Gomez-Wilson with the big play that the Bison desperately needed, but unfortunately he's on the sideline holding his leg. Cramp, I hope, just a cramp, not a hamstring, but a huge run there for the Bison.
Touchdown-saving tackle made by number 21, Jedi.
About 51 yards on that run for Jacob Gomez-Wilson. And trainer's going to be looking at him, trying to stretch him out. Yeah, hopefully just a cramp. And here on the near sideline, ball spotted at the Crete 15-yard line. So big play there for McCook, much needed, and energizing this Bison team, we hope. But hopefully he's going to be all right as they're trying to stretch him out. With 57 seconds to go in the third quarter, Crete up 24-6 over the McCook Bison.
Still plenty of football to be played,
yes.
Mark.
Yep, still got a quarter.
We said if we get a touchdown on this series, and
especially very quickly, would really help our cause. And Gomez-Wilson getting down inside the red zone for the Bison. Let's see if we can punch it in this time. Still attending to him here. It's all the way on this near sideline here, on the Crete sideline. And he immediately, I saw him just grab his leg there, so... again, hoping it's just a cramp, nothing pulled. But
yeah, I almost wondered if that didn't, he was kind of slowing down there. I wonder if he wasn't kind of pulling up with that cramp before he ever got to where he was going. But
and still attending to him, so let's see if they're going to try to get him up possibly here. And, yep, he is on his feet, and I think he's going to walk on his own. Yeah, good to see that. But
that doesn't look like a cramp to me.
Oh, that looks like the dreaded hammy, possibly. We hope not. But anyway, he's going to have to go off to the sideline. But a huge gain there for Jacob Gomez-Wilson down inside the 15-yard line. York leads Alliance 20-0. Scottsbluff over Hastings 34-0. And Cambridge up over Amherst 21-13. Other scores here tonight. Second week of action. Actually, third week of action. Had some week 0 games here in Nebraska football. So spot it down to the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for McCook. Golden opportunity again here for the Bison. They have got to punch it in. Down by 18 points to Crete. It's just under 57 seconds to go in this third quarter of play.
Got to figure out ways to keep it in space, Mark.
And a snap, handoff. McDonald up the middle, hit, and gets a couple tough yards up the middle, and that's it. And it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Bison. Still trying to bust it up the middle, but Crete's defense has not yielded very much there in the middle. So 2nd and 8 for McCook. High formation behind Duggar. He's going to go under center. Splits a couple receivers here near side. Snap back and going to hand it off. McDonald trying to find some room and fights up for a couple more yards down to the 11. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Bison. And let's see if the Bison like to run another play or let the time run out here in this third quarter. And they are not going to run the play, and that'll do it. Your score after 3 quarters of play on the M&B Bank scoreboard is Crete 24 and McCook 6. Back after this 30-second timeout for the 4th and final quarter. You're listening to Bison Football on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to our coverage of Bison football here on 96.1 KICX. Hard to believe we're already in the fourth quarter now as Crete leads over McCook 24-6. A huge time-consuming drive for Crete in that third quarter, 15 plays, 72 yards. Kretzel with a 9-yard run. Their defense gets a 3-and-out. And on the ensuing punt, Kretzel takes it 71 yards to the house for another Crete touchdown. Bison had a great run by Jacob Gomez-Wilson to get him in the red zone. But out of the quarter break, it's going to be 3rd and 7 for McCook at the Crete 12. And they're working on Jacob Gomez-Wilson over there, Kyle. He had a cramp
he's working on getting it stretched out, but he's by himself over there on the bench.
Yep.
So I'm guessing we're not going to
see him for a while anyway, I'm afraid. So big play here, Bison. Got to have a touchdown. This is 4-down territory for McCook as we begin the fourth quarter, going left to right.
Just need 4 yards, Mark.
Yep, here we go. 3rd down and 7. Got a man in motion. That's McDonald going near sideline. Duggar under center, gets a snap. Looks in the pocket, pump fake, rolls to his right. Going to try to run. Go back to his left, in trouble. Breaks the tackle. He's got a couple blockers over there. 20, 15, 10, 5. It hit, belted there, and I think he got the first down. Let's see. Oh, he might be a half-yard short, Kyle. Let's see where they spot it. Great job by Duggar. We've talked about that, Kyle. That's been open if he gets around out of the pocket.
Yeah, just get up under the center and go.
They're going to say he's about a half a yard short. 4th and 1 for McCook. About the 5.5-yard line. They have to get to the 5 to pick up the first down. 4th down and short. Shotgun formation here. Snap back and going to keep it. Duggar. Oh, I don't know if he got it. Belted right at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. Well, let's see where they spot it. That's going with his left foot, right foot. Initially, I'd say no, and they're not even going to measure. He is stopped short. The Bison are stopped on 4th down.
Get under the center, snap the ball, and push everybody forward.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
Yeah. And when you're a half a yard short, why would you snap it back 3 yards and still try to get it? And, unfortunately, Bison can't get it, and they turn the ball over on down. So Crete takes over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line with 11:11 remaining in this contest. The Crete Cardinals up over the Bison 24-6. So the Cardinals take over after their defense comes up with a 4th down and short stop against this McCook offense. And some problems here for Crete, and they call a timeout, the first of the second half. 11:11 to go in the game. Crete up over McCook 24-6. Back after this 30-second timeout, you're listening to Bison Football on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to Crete Doane College Field here as the Cardinals come out of the timeout, leading 24-6 over our McCook Bison after a big 4th down stop. 1st and 10 from their own 6. Man in motion. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle, trying to cut out to the outside across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that was not Kretzel. That was actually number 12, I believe.
Yeah, Kretzel's out on the sideline getting a much-needed rest, but he's back in saying, give me the ball. He wants to go for 200 today, Mark.
Gain of about 6 on the play for Fugit. Kretzel with 20 carries, 125 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground and then 1 on the punt return. He has been everything as advertised here tonight for this Crete squad. So 2nd and 4 from their own 12. Bison defense needs to get a stop here. Receiver split either side. Snap back on the shotgun and got a handoff. Kretzel over the right side across the 15 up to the 16, maybe the 17. And going to pick up the first down yardage for the Cardinals.
And he was dragging 4
tacklers.
Cook Bison with him.
Yeah. He is just a load to stop out there for this Crete team. Getting near the 10-minute mark in this fourth quarter. Crete up 24-6. They've had a couple touchdowns in this third quarter.
Really need to create a turnover if we could here, Mark.
That would be awesome.
I mean, I know I say the obvious stuff all the time, but
A scoop and score would be even better. A pick six.
Yeah.
Get some points for our
Yes.
defense.
I highly doubt they're going to put the ball in the air at this point.
Kretzel did come off on the sideline, so he is not on the field. 1st and 10, Crete at their own 17. Receiver split either side, shotgun formation for Schmeckpepper. Snap back, and it's going to be a handoff. And right up the middle across the 19, maybe the 20. So gain of a couple there for Fugit. And it'll be 2nd down and about 7 for the Cardinals. As our Kretzel checks back into the lineup.
He don't stay out long.
No, he doesn't. Maybe a play or so, and that's it. Sometimes a running back, though, you get into that rhythm. You want to be out there as much as possible to keep that going. So receivers split to either side here for the Cardinals. So we're under 9 minutes to go in this game. Shotgun look here for the Cardinals with the receiver split to either side. And it's a high snap, but it gets it, hands off to Kretzel over the right side. Moves the pile across the 20 to the 23-yard line. Gain of about 2 or 3 for Kretzel. And it'll be 3rd down and about 4 for the Cardinals.
They really need to bow up here, Mark.
We do. The defense has got to make a stop here, make a stand.
Get us off the field and give us an opportunity to return a punt.
This defense has been out here for a lot of plays here in the second half.
Well, one thing about both of these teams being a smaller Class B team is they're playing a lot of kids both ways. So I don't know if it matters if the defense is out of water.
Yeah, exactly. Handoff or keeper by Schmeckpepper, and he doesn't get much. Good pursuit there by the Bison. Helicoptered him to the ground. Trying to see who made the stop there.
Yeah, it was Alex Anthony and also Tegan Reese.
Nice job there. So no gain, maybe
Tegan
a gain
Rice,
of 1.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. So the Bison hold on 3rd down, and they will force to punt it. So here we go, Duggar and
Jacob.
Is that Jacob back? Yeah, he is. So good to see him out on the field, getting that cramp worked out.
And no Lucas.
Interesting.
Interestingly enough.
Amaya back to punt it, standing at his 10. Gets the snap and a little angle punt over there to the far sideline. Hits at the 50. Goes into Bison territory at the 45 out of bounds, about the 44-yard line. So McCook again will have great field position, but time is not on their side as there's only 7:29 remaining in the game. They're trailed by 18 to the Crete Cardinals. But a much-needed stop, Kyle, there by the Bison defense.
Yeah, they played well on that play. It was a good option read, I think, by the quarterback, and they just played it well and shut him down, and that's exactly what we needed to do.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Bison at their own 44-yard line.
You know, if we have a gadget player, we can put the ball in the air or something, but it'd be good to move this as quickly as possible.
A couple of receivers, man emotional. Toss to him on the jet sweep, and he fumbles it. And I think Crete, or it's an incomplete pass, I think. Let's see. It could have been a shovel pass, but they're going to say it's a fumble.
That's a forward pass.
They're going to have
a forward pass.
They're going to have to confer and see what they say. I could see both sides of the argument. It kind of looked like a shovel, but also looked like a jet sweep throw to him. And let's see. And it is going to be declared a fumble, turnover on the Bison, their first of the night. So, Kyle, we've had the second half, we've had some problems snapping and holding on to football here, and that time it really cost us.
Yeah.
Oh, I take that back, Kyle. They're saying incomplete pass. So we go back up, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Bison.
Wow.
Kind of a late call, or I never really saw any indication from the referee.
And that is the right call, but I'm not sure.
And shotgun, they get it back. They'll wind up, throw it over here near sideline. Incomplete, intended over here for number 13, Lucas. Couldn't haul it in, and now it's a 3rd and 10 for the Bison at their own 44.
Number 6'10", break on the coverage, brings up 3rd.
Man, what a crazy turn of events there.
It was.
And confused. Usually the referee will make an indication, one way or another, but I never saw anything. And the Bison do maintain possession. Unfortunately, can't complete the pass. And they face another big play here. 3rd and 10 from their own 44.
Is it 4-down territory here?
Boy,
Mark?
I think it might be, Kyle. A couple of receivers split near, one to the far. Snap back. Duggar looks downfield, pressured, rolls to his right, and has got some room over there. 45, 50, 45, 40, and down to the 35-yard line goes the quarterback, number 5, Adam Duggar, picking up 20 yards on the play. Move the chains for the Bison.
You know, Duggar is moving well. I really want to see that option look. I mean, you would think that might work for us. I know we probably don't have it in right now, but boy, Crete made it look good. And Adam looks really good running the ball tonight. It'd be nice if he had a pitch man on those.
Down to the 37-yard line of Crete, so the Bison on the move, first down and 10. Snap back and hand it off to the middle. 35, Gomez, Wilson, or Anthony, rather. Nice run at the middle by the fullback. That's his biggest run of the night. Picks up 7 on the carry.
Yeah. Everybody's getting tired, Mark.
Yep. We're under 6.5 to go in this game. Crete up 24-6. The Bison on the move, desperately in need of a touchdown. Twins to the near, one to the far. Duggar in the shotgun. Snap back and going to give a fumble. And this time, I think Crete has it. Yep, the big lineman there, he's got it. Fumble by McCook, recovered by number 51, Castro, and the Bison turn it over.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on, Mark, but like you said, we've had a lot of trouble with ball security, just here and there, just little things, just trouble with the snap, trouble with the handoff, and obviously lost that there. I was just getting ready to say, got to win every play from here on out, and didn't get that one.
Yep, fortunately the Bison turn it over, and Crete will take over first and 10 at their own 33, up 24-6 over McCook on the M&B Bank scoreboard with 6:20 to go in this contest. So I'm sure Crete's going to try to run this clock down. Probably a steady dose of Mr. Kretzel, number 8, to finish this game off. Got a man in motion. Schmeckpepper gets a high snap, but able to run an option. Is going to keep it. Gets a block at the edge, 35-40, and up to the 43-yard line. Somebody's helmet comes off. I think that's Schmeckpepper, and throws it to the turf. And that could be a penalty, but he's going to have to come off because your helmet came off. But a nice 9-yard gain there by the quarterback. So second and short here for the Crete Cardinals at their own 43-yard line.
They'll just go with the Wildcat here, I'm guessing, Mark.
Yep.
Schmeckpepper's out for a play. They'll just snap it direct to number 8. And
Kretzel with 23 carries tonight for 133 yards and a couple scores, unofficially, along with that 71-yard punt return. And, as Kyle said, Wildcat look, snap back. He fumbles it and picks it up, still trying to find some room, and gets up a little bit, but loses about 4 or 5 on the play. And as you said, Kyle, I don't know if it's a moisture or what out there, but, boy, both teams having some problems with ball security. And that one goes in the Bison's favor, a loss of 3. It'll bring up third down and 4.
I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like there's a little sheen on the field, and I wonder if there's just not just a little moisture, a little condensation getting on everything. But
it's cloudy and kind of humid, and, as you can see out on the field here from our vantage point, might be some moisture there causing some of these problems. And here we go, another Bison chance to get off the field here. Third down and 4. Schmeckpepper back in. Going to hand off to Kretzel, trying to get to the edge. Gets a block and bottled up and fights forward for a couple. But he stops short of the first down up to the 42. And the Bison will take over after the punt. And I think that's a timeout for the Bison as Coach Vertrosky using his first of the second half. 4:45 remaining in the game. Crete 24 and McCook 6. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to Bison Football on 96.1 KICX. Back to Crete for our coverage of Bison football here tonight on 96.1 KICX. The Bison defense comes up with a big stop as we come out of the timeout by McCook, their first of the half. It'll be 4th down and short for the Cardinals. They will look to punt it to McCook. 24-6 is our score with 4:45 left to go in the contest. Amaya back to receive the snap at his own 27. High snap to him, and gets it off over to the far sideline. Takes a bounce at the 40, 35, 30, and almost touched a Bison player over there. Whoa. And it'll be knocked out of bounds, they say, at about the 30 or 28-yard line. That's where McCook will take over. First down and 10 with 4:36 to go in the game, trailing by 18 here to Crete. Had a decent drive last possession, Kyle, but unfortunately had a fumble, turned it over. And let's see what the Bison can do here on this possession.
I want to see Duggar rolling out. I want to see that.
That's been successful.
Intentionally, yeah, for sure.
Couple split here near side, one to the far. Duggar in the shotgun. Snap back. Fakes handoff in the pocket. Winds up, looking. Throws it down here near sideline. Got a man there. It's complete at the 40, 35. Spins around 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, McCook Bison. Lucas Gomez Wilson with a 71-yard touchdown pass from Duggar.
Yeah, that was a great play, Mark. Sam Knoll going crazy on the call on the other station next door, but it was a great play, wasn't it?
71-yard touchdown pass from Duggar to Lucas Gomez Wilson. Spun around and made a nice move here at about the 30 to take it to the house for a much-needed Bison touchdown, a Horizon Bank touchdown for McCook, 24-12, and a breath of life here for the McCook Bison team.
Absolutely. Man, it's exciting in here. It's like a circus, Mark. This is a good time.
So here we go. Bison will line up and are going to go for the two-point conversion.
Yeah, I like it.
So go down to the 3 is where we spot the football. Receiver split the other side. Duggar goes under center, sends a man in motion. Snap back, going to fake the toss, and he's got some room. He's just going to walk in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. 4:22 to go in the contest. McCook 14 and Crete 24. Bison within 10. Back after this 30-second break for the kickoff. You're listening to Bison Football on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to an exciting game here as the Bison get a big pass play. Duggar to Lucas Gomez Wilson, 72 yards on the pass play. Two-point conversion run by Duggar. It was good. 4:22 to go in the contest. McCook cuts the lead to 10, 24-14 with 4:22 left to go in the game. Kyle, what a huge play there for McCook.
Oh, my goodness. It was so much excitement going on up here. What a great move. I thought he was going to be down right there. He caught the ball. The defender was right there, and he just did that stutter step and spin, like you said, and took it to the house. What an amazing play. Just a ton of fun. And this game has given us everything that we've wanted, hasn't it?
Yeah, it sure has. A lot of big plays. Bison trying to get one of their own as they line up. As that Cole, I believe, to kick it off for McCook. Maybe do the onside kick, maybe not. Let's see what they do here. And step up and going to boot it end over end. It's going to go down inside the 10. Returned at the 15. And taking a knee at the 18-yard line goes Fugit. And that's where Crete will take over with 4:17 to go in the game. They lead 24-14 over McCook.
That's an interesting strategy. I was not expecting to see him down it like that.
Yeah, that was. Thought maybe he'd try to return it or something, but and 10 just puts up the field and gets to 19 and then takes a knee. So that's where Crete takes over. First down and 10. Bison have life here late in this game, but need a 3-and-out or a turnover would be awesome here for this Bison defense. A couple receivers split to the far, one to the near. So shotgun look again for Crete. Man in motion. And it's a snap back and head off. No, Kretzel over the right side gets across the 20 to the 22. Gain of about 3 for Kretzel. And it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, one of these plays, Mark, we got to just hold them. We got to, it needs to be no gain,
right.
1 yard. It's the 3 yards, 4 yards that's killing us. We've been talking about that all night. We just need to get some penetration up front and stop them for no gain.
Yep, they've always had positive, very few negative plays here for the Crete offense.
Yeah, really, honestly, that's the story of the game,
yep.
right? It just, the ball's always moving forward.
2nd down and 7 for the Cardinals at their own 22. Twins to the far, one to the near. Again, the shotgun formation. They're going to run that clock down each and every play, looking at the back judge when he starts moving his hands. Then they'll snap the football. Man in motion, snap back, hand it off to Kretzels. Got a blocker, cuts at the middle, fights forward to the 25, wrapped up there by 3 Bison players. Was there possibly a fumble there? They were kind of wrestling there, but I think officials say he was down. No fumble, and it'll stay with Crete. Brings up 3rd down and 3.
And I'll tell you what, Mark, it seemed like he was bottled up earlier on in the play, but somehow he managed. I don't know if it was when they were jockeying for the ball or whatever, but he got about 2 more yards than what I thought he actually ran on the play.
Up to about the 26-yard line, 3rd down and 3 for Crete.
So what separates the men from the boys right here?
This is a huge play in this game. Bison defense has to have a stop. 2:45 left to go in the contest. Bison trail it by 10. As Crete has a shotgun look again. Run that clock down. Schmeckpepper in the shotgun. Snap back and going to run a little option. He's going to keep it. He's got some room. Look out. 30, 35, 40, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25. One man to beat and goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Schmeckpepper with a huge run up the near sideline on the quarterback keeper, and that's a backbreaker for the McCook Bison.
Yeah, it is. What a great read, Mark. Just what did that go for?
I had about 47 yards on the run.
Yeah, he just read that perfectly.
Yep.
Not really anything we could do. We had a hat on a hat on a hat, and then it was, he just made the right read.
You could just see it over here right in front of us as it opened up, and he just took off, had better speed than I thought he had, and that was a good run by Schmeckpepper. You got to give credit where credit's due. And they have it 1st and 10 at the Bison 25-yard line. 2:22 to go in the contest. Receiver split to either side. Schmeckpepper in the shotgun. Snap back. And off to Kretzel at the middle. 25-20. And down to the 15 and at the 14-yard line before he's brought down there by Hosick. But a huge gain again by Kretzel at the gut. And it's 1st and 10 Cardinals.
Really like to see us get a stop here. I feel like this is important moving forward for our morale, for our confidence. To get a stop here, Mark. What do you think?
I think that would be wonderful. Hopefully we can do it here. As the clock ticks down, under 2 minutes to go in the game. Crete up 24-14, but knocking on the door again.
Not in any hurry now.
Nope. They're going to let that clock run each and every play as far as they can. The receiver split to either side. Schmeckpepper watching the back judge when he starts to move his hands. There he does. He goes up to line of scrimmage or to get the snap back to him. Hand off to Kretzel and fights down to about the 11, picking up 3 yards there maybe on the carry. Up over 152 yards tonight on 27 carries. And a timeout for McCook. And we will take one as well. 1:32 to go in the game. Crete up by 10 over McCook. Back after this 30-second break on 96.1 KICX. Welcome back to 96.1 KICX as the Crete Cardinals lead the McCook Bison here on the M&B Bank scoreboard 24-14. We have 1:32 remaining in the game as the Cardinals moved down the field on a big run play a few moments ago by Braden Schmeckpepper, their quarterback. And after a couple of Kretzel runs, they have a 2nd down and a 7 at the Bison 11-yard line, trying to ice this game here late. Shotgun as they hand it off to Kretzel at the middle, breaks the tackle inside the 5 and down to about the 3-yard line. I thought he was stopped and he cut back and picks up an additional 5 yards, and it's 1st and goal for the Cardinals. And I think McCook going to use another timeout here. And we will just keep it right here and say a big thank you to our great sponsors at Bison Football, McCook Clinic, Hot Tub Brokers, Volz Heating and Plumbing, Nebraska Land Tires, Acres Equipment, Party Electric, Pinnacle Bank, Tobias Dental, Veteran Heating and Air Conditioning, DNS Hardware, M&B Bank, Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, Lockenauer Mortuary, Southwest Nebraska Physical Therapy, Devaney Motors, runs a restaurant, Horizon Bank, Community Hospital, and Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monument. 1:26 to go in the contest. Creed up by 10 over McCook, 24-14. That's been the Isaac Kretzel show here tonight. That young man for Creed has been all that he was advertised to be, and then some. 28 carries, 160 yards, a couple scores, also a 71-yard punt return for a touchdown. And that has helped Creed build this 10-point lead. And they're trying to get some more here as they have first and goal at the 3-yard line, Kyle.
Yeah. Interesting game.
Yep.
This is a tough Crete team. I'm wondering how they lost to York because.
And just going to do the victory formation. Snap back. Schmeckpepper takes a knee. And as McCook is out of timeouts, just going to run the clock out. And McCook will have to regroup and going to be hosting York next week. Boy, just I know they're going to look back on the film. Some missed opportunities. We had great field position all night long.
Yeah.
Had some drives inside the red zone and just came away with a couple field goals. And we were afraid of that in the first half that it might come back to bite us, and it did, unfortunately, here for McCook. But they played hard. They made some plays late in the game, get themselves back in. A nice pass play from Duggar to Lucas Gomez-Wilson. Only touchdown of the night. So clock winding down here. Another snap here, and a kneel by Schmeckpepper. And I think that should do it. It's under 40 seconds, and that will indeed do it. Your final score here tonight, Crete defeats McCook on the M&B Bank scoreboard 24-14 as the Bison fall to 1-1 on the year, and Crete improves to 1-1 on the season. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back to our post-game show. You're listening to Bison Football on 96.1 KICX.